Hi, I'm Bridget and welcome to day 25 of 30 days of 10 minutes of yoga. And we're going to get started today in seated. So whatever feels best for you, whatever seated position feels most comfortable. And we're just going to start by tuning into the breath. So closing down the eyes, sitting up nice and tall. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhaling out through the nose. Just listening to the breath as it passes, becoming really present in this moment. And the breath is a really great tool to become present, letting go of the day so far, letting go of anything that came before this practice, and letting go of anything that you've got coming after. Feeling the body expand with each inhale and soften with each exhale. And when you're ready, you can just gently blink the eyes open. We're going to make our way onto all fours. So coming into tabletop, we're going to make our way to Gomukhasana. So we're going to bring the right knee to the center of our mat. We'll pick up the left knee, cross it behind the right, and then send the feet out about the same distance as your mat so that you can walk the hands back, come into your Gomukhasana. Sitting up nice and tall here for option 1. You might like to not interlace the hands, clasp opposite elbows behind your back, so opening up through the shoulders. Or you might like to walk the hands forward in front of you and come into a forward fold. So practicing listening to the body here today. You might like to try out all the variations and then find which one works best for you today. Close down the eyes when you get there. Coming back to the breath. And when you're ready, we're going to make our way back onto the hands. So coming back up onto the hands and the knees, we'll unravel the legs and take it to the other side. So walking the left knee to the center of our mat this time. We pick the right knee up, cross it over, send the feet out, and then walk the hands back. Coming down to seated. Again, check out those 3 variations. So you might just like to stay here, seated upright, clasping opposite elbows, or you might like to walk the hands forward, round it forward. You might notice that one side feels different from the other. Really tuning in and practicing being in the body. Becoming aware of the sensations, aware of your thoughts, not judging anything, noticing and then letting it go. And when you're ready, coming back up onto the hands, we make our way back into tabletop. Then we're going to take the big toes together, walk the knees as wide as your yoga mat. We're going to find our thread the needle. So we'll bring the left hand to the center of our mat this time. Inhale, reach the right hand forward, and exhale, we thread that right arm under the left, coming down onto the right side of the face. See if you can level out the hips here. So you might notice that left hip starts to lift. We're going to try and flatten out through the hips and then really reach through with that right arm. Stay with the breath here, maybe closing down the eyes. You might like to reach that left arm up and then let it fall back. So really twisting through the upper back. And slowly bringing the left hand back down to the mat if it's not there already. Pressing back up onto both hands, and then we will bring the right hand to the center of our mat. Inhale, reach the left hand forward, and exhale, we thread it through. Coming down onto the left side of the head. You can keep that right hand in front of you, or you might like to reach it up towards the sky. Letting it drop back so that you can really thread that left arm through. Make sure you're leveling out through the hips, so pressing that right hip down in line with the left. And then we'll bring the right hand back to our mat, unravel, and then make our way back to seated. We'll come all the way back to lie down. Keeping the knees bent when you get there, we'll bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall apart in our Supta Baddha Konasana. You can let one hand rest on the belly, one hand on heart space. You might like to send the arms out to the side or interlace the hands and bring them behind the head. So again, practicing listening to the body, finding what feels best for you. And every day is different, so what works today might not work another day. So just checking in, maybe trying them all out. Tuning back into the breath here. Feeling the body expand with each inhale. Exhale, melt down towards your mat, relaxing through the body. You might like to stay here for a little while longer, so you can pause the video here. Otherwise, we'll make our way into our Savasana. So sending the legs out long, the arms to either side, closing down the eyes if you haven't already. You might like to lift the chest and draw the shoulders down, maybe lifting the hips, tucking that tailbone under. So just taking a moment to get really comfortable, get out any little wiggly movements that you might need to so that you can really find that moment of stillness in your Shavasana. Letting the breath return to normal, but keeping your awareness on it. Relaxing through the muscles of the face here, so relaxing the eyebrows and the eyelids. Relaxing the forehead, maybe parting the back teeth so that you can relax through the jaw. Relax through the shoulders and the arms. Using each exhale to melt a little bit further down into your mat. Relaxing through the core and the back, the hips, the legs, and all the way down to the feet. And if you'd like to stay in your Shavasana, then you can pause here. Otherwise, we'll start to wiggle the fingers and the toes, rock the head side to side, and bend into the knees. Slowly making our way back up to seated. And then finding a moment of stillness in seated. Getting nice and tall through the spine. Letting the shoulders relax away from the ears. And then we'll close our practice by taking a nice deep breath together, inhaling the hands up and overhead, bringing the palms together, and exhaling them down to heart space, bowing through the head. The light in me recognizes and honors the light in you. Namaste.